before I go into that, I want to talk some dates with you all. So you guys have these dates on your calendar and you kind of know. Yeah, Johanna, go ahead, go real quick.
I just want to say that the people that sell more than me, actually that helps me because I see that they can do it. So that makes it to where I feel like I can do it. Because honestly, your sales are wonderful. Tony is like my favorite person in the world. I would kill to have her monthly sales. And I'm working towards building my business to be like that. I know it's going to take a lot more parties, and that's going to take a while to kind of get those parties built up to the level that she does. So really, I look at it as it helps me.
It challenges you.
Yeah, it challenges me.
Yep. And that's a good thing as well. And I think that it is good for your mind to go there, versus a state of comparison. So I think that is good. So I'm glad that that's where your mind goes. That's where I want everyone's mind to go. But okay, so as far as dates, okay, we're talking about the rest of the May into June. Okay, so I want to be sure that you guys are on board with all of this. Looking at our May calendar, okay, we are going to be holding, we're on the 19th right now, yes. So on next, okay, so our opportunity event will be happening on the 24th. Okay, so be sure that you're writing down opportunity event for the 24th, but we will not be doing an opportunity event on the 31st. Okay, and the reasons why, wait, is that right? Wait, no, do I have that backwards? When is that backwards?
You have it backwards.
Sorry. We will be we won't be doing one on the 24th, but we will be doing it on the 31st. We're not going to be doing it Memorial Day weekend. I had those two dates mixed. So the 24th, this upcoming Sunday, I will announce that due to Memorial Day weekend, we will not be holding our opportunity event because we really try not to do those on holidays. One, for the people that are running them, and two, our attendance is probably just not going to be as high. Now, anyone at any point is always welcome to go in and still look at the posts, okay? But we're just not going to be holding a physical one. So as we go into the last week of the month, we are going to be, you know how we did our Get the More You're Looking For event last month? Okay, that is going to be on the 28th. Okay, so Get the More event is going to be on the 28th. So you can rally people on your team, to get excited about joining in and attending that. And that's also going to kick off the Booking Blitz. Okay, the Booking Blitz is going to be the 28th through the 31st. I made it a couple days shorter this month just because I feel like we carry it too long and it just becomes too much. Okay, so we'll do that with hopes of starting off our June strong as we go into Double Free Month. So that's the opportunity event. And then, that's the Booking Blitz. And our director bound groups are not going to kick off the very first week, not on the 1st. Okay. They're going to be held the 18th, 15th, 22nd, 29th. They're going to be held, start the last 4 Mondays in the month. And then our virtual team meeting will be Tuesday the 9th. And is there any holiday stuff 7th through the 28th for opportunity event? Is there anything holidays in June? There isn't, is there? Okay, so I think
there's Father's Day.
When is Father's Day?
June 20th or 20th?
It's June 21st.
21st. Okay.
Yeah, the 21st.
So we want to give the fathers the same respect we did as mothers because we didn't have Mother's Day. So I want to be sure June 21st, there will be no opportunity event that night.
Yeah, and I'll update the thing because I didn't realize that was Father's Day when I made it. I did Memorial Day, so it's on there, but not Father's
Okay.
Day. I'll fix it before then.
Perfect. And looking ahead into June, I want you guys to be thinking, and I may put out a poll just to kind of see who likes this time, lunchtime more or evening more, okay? So I'll kind of put out a poll and see about for our next director meeting, and then I'll put on the date. It most likely will be the 22nd to the 26th. That will be somewhere in there. I like to do it the last week so we can talk about upcoming stuff for the next month. Okay, so somewhere in there, and then we'll decide if we want it to be a lunch or an evening, kind of based on, you know, I don't, there's a lot of faces we're missing right now. So I don't know if that's because stuff was already scheduled or why. But I do want to make sure that we are picking times that everyone, the most people can come. So, and then looking ahead to next month, if you look at your calendar the last week of June, okay, we will do our next Get the More on the 25th and Booking Blitz 25th through the 28th. Okay, Director Bound won't kick off that very first week. Same thing, we'll go into probably the 6th, 13th, 20th, and 27th of July. So just kind of giving you guys looking forward, okay? So talking about the flow of how we want Director Bound, and we're kind of calling it Fast Track for Success right now, okay? That's what the group name is called. We still had 17 people on the call last night. So that's how many have been on the last few calls. And so we have people that are consistently attending those calls, which is great. You know, some of you as directors have been hopping on because you have people, you know, that have been interested. So the way that this is supposed to work, okay, let's say that we have some people joining our team, which we have over 40 people that have joined so far this month. Okay, taking these new people on and having them start the new consultant, having them on the new consultant training, having them booking their calendars, having them work through Dash, you know, some of these things as they are joining, okay? Then having them attend. The Get the More You're Looking For event next Thursday night is for newer consultants too, okay? It is to get them excited. It's to get them to see possibilities, okay? And then they are absolutely welcome to join the Director Bound starting next month. Okay, so how this kind of works is they get the new consultant stuff going 1 month, they hop on the Director Bound, okay, even if, I mean, some may go ahead and promote that very next month in their first 60 days, okay, but if they don't, that gives them the foundation to make it happen by their 90th day, still fast tracking, okay, so that's kind of the flow of where this is going. They hop on the Get the More, where they can see the benefits of wanting more from their business. Then they hop on the Director Bound. The Director Bound, guys, if you guys haven't been on the calls, it's been very good this month. Okay, we've been working through things that are going to benefit anyone in this business. Okay, it's from the bookings to strong host coaching to having that strong why and the mindset. Okay, this training has a lot with mindset stuff too, and that is so important in this business. Okay, so even for those people, even if they don't make it happen that month, okay, that doesn't mean they couldn't step in and do it the next month. Okay, because I know we have some in there that may not make it happen this month, but they are on their way to building a strong enough business that it's naturally going to happen. Because when they're recruiting, when they're looking for those people in their parties, when they have a strong calendar, promotion happens naturally. Okay, and that's the flow that we want to get in our business with our new people. Okay, so as you guys are like, well, why are we doing another get them where you're looking for, and doing this director bound this way? That is kind of the flow that several other execs have been doing for a while, and it has been working, where a large majority of their people are promoting by 60 days. Okay, and not even making it, into the 90 days. Okay, so that's not going to be the case for everyone, but it could be the case for some. Okay, so just know that as you bring these new people on, that's kind of the flow, making sure that they are booking their calendars and jumping on the new consultant trainings, things like that. So I want everyone to have at least watched one of the new consultant trainings, because I'm hearing from so many people how much that is helping, in their businesses. And even looking at the director bound training, so much of the things in there, they've even heard some in the new consultant training. So it's naturally, just building on it when they do that director bound. Okay. So that will give you a heads up of some of the dates that are coming in the future. So I want to chat with you all about conference just a little bit. I hope all of you got a chance to sign up for conference while it was open, because we sold out at the 20,000, and the seats that are open currently, people can still come and watch the training, but they're not going to get any of those extra perks and products and that kind of stuff. Okay. So do any of you guys have any ideas of things that you would like to do when it comes to new consultant training? Comes to conference, within your teams or within our org. We are going to be getting ribbons like we would. Also, a thing is, I would love to figure out something to do to make our new promotions feel just excited and recognized, because not having, that stage walking, is a big deal, so I want to find a way kind of just to make our director promotions and our advanced and our senior just to feel special in their promotions. So I would love to hear some ideas that you all have for this. So you can unmute yourself if you guys have something you'd like to share. Or even thinking about your promotions yourself. What could we do? Because I know several of you have promoted. What could we do that would help you? Trisha has her hand raised. Go, Trisha.
Well, I was thinking about, because we had 5 new people join our team this month. And so obviously they didn't get a chance to sign up under the, where they're going to get all the goodies.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking about maybe putting together a little package myself, like a little mini conference package for them. And like, maybe just a bag that says national conference on it or just something that sends them like a little goodie bag so that they don't feel bad because they didn't really get a chance. And if other directors want to do it together, we could kind of order things in bulk maybe. It's just an idea I have, not that it's a requirement or anything, but I feel really bad for the people who just joined and didn't even have an opportunity. So I've been kind of trying to figure out a way to, I don't know if anybody else has any ideas on that, but that was just kind of one of my ideas.
I like that. And that's one thing that across the board, executives are having a harder time with, um, is knowing that there's going to be new people that never, like usually with conference, people can come and sign up at conference, they can be that new in the game, and they're not going to have that opportunity this year. So I even thought, like, could we do local things, where we're watching it, together, and, because we're going to get to a point where these people couldn't even sign up for, to watch it. And I don't like that. I would love for them to be able to experience it, so maybe we can hold some local watching parties where people in the area that maybe, and it could be for everyone, but those that didn't get a chance to sign up could still come and watch and be a part of it and get the information at least, even though they weren't able to sign up. So
I'm doing that with my team. I've invited them to come to my house. 3 people I know for sure signed up, but there's I have one that just started a couple of days ago. And I'm going to ask her. She's not local. She's like way down southeast Texas or southwest Texas. But I'm still going to put the offer out there if she wants to come. But I thought we would get together, and then this isn't really a recognition thing. It's just more of a team building, team bonding type thing. But I'm going to hook my my laptop up to my big screen TV so we can all watch it together. And then they can still be logged on, so that I don't know how it's going to work as far as, knowing who's attending and all of that. But I told them they could just bring their laptops and we could set it all up.
that's a great idea. And I think that I think home office will know too. I mean, I've been on enough calls to know that they know that we're going to be watching it together as well, so it may not be 20,000 different devices going at once, especially, when hopefully in July we can come, together more. So, any other ideas as far as recognition or thoughts? What would make you guys feel important in your guys' own personal recognitions?
What if we just did like some kind of a Zoom meeting where, again, if people are local, maybe we could get together and do a giant Zoom meeting, either like at the end of the day or at the beginning of the day of conference, where we could recognize those people. Because that's really what it's about, is just the recognition. And if we could figure out a way to let people get together if they can, or, not maybe even the day before, so we're not interrupting everybody's conference day. But it's kind of hard to know what's going to be open and what's going to be available for us to have a large group together.
Mm-hmm. I know I've even thought about doing cabins again or something, but then it's so hard with so many trying to figure out all of that. So
I liked at Empower, how we kind of had like our little Zoom lunch. If you could have something, if it has a recognition bit, that's great too. But, if we could have something where we can just kind of get together and be like, wow, that bit was great, or, this bit was just having that little bit of social connection and interaction after a training. I thought, if we could add some kind of piece into that. And then as far as recognition goes, I don't know if we could even do something where, like if someone promoted, reaching out to the people on their personal team or whatever, write something nice about such and such, how would you describe, Yvette or something like that. And then putting that into something that can be, recognized or displayed. Since we can't all get together, we can't all, physically be there, but we can share, words of affirmation, or we can share, a video clip or something like that. I don't know.
And I would love, those that maybe can get together local, maybe figuring out whether it's saying, we could look more at the times and stuff of the trainings and figure that out. But I would love, to have you all wear your red or your blue or, whatever it is, and get to recognize you all in that way as well. So, but I do think even if we are local, we could still Zoom, and those that are there could be there, and those that are not local could still be, apart. Because I agree with Caleb. It was really good to, the Empower training was for advanced directors and above, and it was at the beginning of April. And at lunchtime after the trainings, we got together and we had a meeting, just kind of like a debriefing. What did you guys think about this? And what did you guys learn so far? And it was just really nice to come together and hear what people got, from the training. It was really, really good to do that. So I definitely think that we will do that, and maybe even look at a couple times, maybe have one time where we can come together and see everyone and share in person, but then also like both days have some sort of debriefing, of the takeaways and talking, because that is, I think that's really good. So any other ideas? Thoughts? Okay, so another thing that I wanted to talk with you guys about, I haven't necessarily just put this out there, but I feel like as you guys, as my leaders, I need to. So we are getting to the point in our organization where we're really ready to step up and become a senior executive team versus an executive team. And that's scary for me to say out loud for a few different reasons. But I want all of you to know what that means exactly and what that looks like and where you play a role in this at, okay? So right now, as an executive team, can y'all see? Let me show you this. Oh, hold on. Just drop the camera. Okay, I'm gonna try to stretch this. Okay, on this board here, how far will this cord go? Okay, on this board here, it has all of our directors listed, okay? So right now in the first gen, what you see are in the red there. Okay, see how we have the number 8? Okay, so there's 8 first gen currently. If you go down to the purple here, there are 10 second gen that are purple. If you go up to the orange, there are 7 third gen. And then in the 4th, 5th, and 6th, we have 7 people in there, okay? So currently for exec numbers, you need 6 in your first gen, 2 in your second gen, and then that's it, okay? We clearly have that accomplished, okay? So for senior, what we need to become in a senior executive team, we need 9 first gen, 5 second gen, 1 third gen is what the numbers need to be. Okay, so the reason that Now, how do I do this? I don't even know how I had this setting on here. Oh, there we go. The reason that is so scary is because a large majority of this falls on me. So because second gen, we have 10 and we need 5. Okay, we already have 7, I think, 6 or 7 green in our second gen. 6, 7. Yeah, we have 7 in our second gen. And then our third gen, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6 already in our third gen. So the thing about it is within the first gen, as we go for 9, that means every single one of our first gen have to be green. Not 1 month, not 2 months, but 3 months. Okay, so to promote to executive, it was 2 months. To promote to a senior executive team, it's 3 months. Okay, so I know as an organization, we're ready. I know that we're ready for that next step. But I think what I need from you all is the reassurance that you all are ready as well. Okay, and what that means is really looking at not just May, but June and July and saying, okay, we are ready to make sure that our calendars, okay, guys, because even if you are a second gen, having the mindset of, well, there's 10 of us and only 5 of us really need to be green, so they got that taken care of. Okay, or, well, she only needs, 1 third gen, so it's okay if we miss a couple months, okay? Because going for this as an organization is not about me, okay? Going for this as an organization is a team promotion, okay? It is a complete team, because obviously me as an individual cannot do this, okay? So I feel like what needs to happen is to have you really look at yourself and your businesses, because when we go for something like this, I want to be able to look across the board and know as a team, we are all striving to be green every single month. And it is not just about a few of us going for this title. Okay? It's about everyone. And I know that, first gen plays a really big part in this. And that's where I'm going to have some, conversations, I think, with some of my first gen in particular, just to make sure that they're all on board with this too. But I just kind of want your guys' opinions, because it's exciting. It's the next level, because ultimately our goal is to become a national executive team. That is the ultimate. And when I say team, that's what I mean. Okay, because it is a complete teamwork promotion. But I want to get your guys' thoughts, feelings, and what you guys are all thinking.
We got this. We got your back.
Yep, me and my team, we got you. We're ready to do this.
I agree. I'm in. I have no doubt my team will do it.
Isn't that exciting, Yvette? Because I have no doubt with you too.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's really exciting.
I'm around. So yeah, I'm very excited. Very happy with my team.
Yep.
I think we're good, right, Mandy?
We're good. Absolutely.
You guys are rocking. Anyone else have any thoughts?
We're in. I'm always pushing our team to keep growing and going.
Yeah.
Every month.
Well, and you guys are on this call, you know, because you guys are committed to your guys' businesses.
I jumped out of the pool for you, Melanie.
Naked.
Naked.
I think that this is where my mind, and I can be honest with you guys as leaders. So like this part of my brain right now is looking around my house right now going, you've got boxes. You've got a lot going on your plate. But then this side of my brain says, if you don't go now, when are you going to go? So that's the, you know, that I'm dealing with internally, because it's not fair to hold you all back as an organization, because my life is crazy. So, but I also know that this is where I need your guys' help, is to know that, gosh, I'm gonna get emotional. I've gotten emotional about this today. Is that I don't have to worry about you all. You know, like the people, as I am working on my first gen and working on promoting directors, because that's what has to happen in order for this to happen, is that you guys are where you need to be. You know, you guys are working hard, and I don't have to worry about you all, because that takes a huge stress off of me, is knowing that you guys are good and you guys have those plans and you're working towards your goals and you're doing what you need. And that is the biggest thing that you guys can do to help, no matter what your level is right now. You know, because I worry about all y'all all the way down to my sixth person. And it's not about just my first through my third for me about hitting this. It is about us as an organization, because there are shifts, there are changes. You know, some of you used to be in my fourth or fifth gen, and now you're in my second or my first. Okay, there's a lot of things that can shift and change over the years. But I have to know and look at all of you all and know that you guys are good. You know, that you guys are working, and I can put my mindset and my, you know, where we need to go into the people that I need to put it into. So I think that is what is going to help the most, if that makes sense.
So Melody, where are you concerned, or where you said you're not worried about the people that are on this call, which we all say we're good, but what can we do to help ease your mind somewhere else down the road? I mean, where are your concerns with reaching this goal?
So first concerns, because of the lack of numbers, is the first gen right now. Just because we are at 8, we need 9, and 9 green for 3 months. Okay, so that's the biggest concern, because when I look at our second gen, you know, like I said, 7 of the 10 are green right now, you know, and so that is, you know, they're working on doing that, and I don't have to worry about, you know, them as much, or my third gen and so on. But the biggest thing is putting my mind, you know, with all of my people that are my first gen being green for the next 3 months. And not only that, but, you know, the promotion and promotions that are going to be happening, and being able to focus, you know, there. So I think that, you know, just as an organization, cheering on, you know, those first gen, second gen, third gen, you know, people, and encouraging everyone all the way down, you know, to make their numbers every month. And guys, this is a goal of ours, no matter whether we were going for a promotion or not. My goal for every one of you always is to hit your director green numbers, always. Todd, Sorry, guys.
Oh, poor baby.
Oh.
Sweet kisses. Oh. I think I'll just say something real quick while she's giving sweet hugs. You know, coming from my perspective, in all of it, is that not being afraid to jump on and be a part of a training or be a part of encouraging others. You know, anything that we can do to show that, you know, that we're a family and that we're a team. And sometimes it's kind of scary when you don't feel like you know what's going, you know what I mean? Like, for example, with Director Bound, I mean, that's a brand new program. Like, how do I be a part of this and help people that are on my team that might want to be leaders when I'm barely a leader myself? Trust me, we all feel that way. Jump in scared and just give it a try, because that's the hardest thing is when we don't try it scared, and sometimes all that pressure gets put on Melody's shoulders. Because sometimes it's easier, me included, to say, well, you know, Mel's got this. She's got all the experience. I don't know what I'm doing. And you know, that's not necessarily true. You guys would not be on this call today if you weren't a director. You earned that. You earned that title. And your teams look up to you whether you realize it or not, because you have done something right in your business. So own that and give yourself a pat on the back and realize that no matter where you're at in this journey, you can't compare your chapter to somebody else's chapter, right? Like they're in a completely different chapter in their book than you are. And whether this is your day one of being a director or your third year of being a director, you have something to share, to give to this family, to support it. So know that we're in this together. And, you know, if there's anything that any of us can do to help each other, don't hesitate to reach out to each other and support each other during this, because Melody's 100% right. It's big for us to become a senior exec team. But the reason we become that is because each and every one of you are working to be paid at your title every month. Being paid at your title means that you're providing for your family. That means your consultants are providing for their families. That means you're helping people in a time when they really need help, right? Because if you have sales, then you're helping somebody right now. You're helping them get products into their homes. You're helping them with recipes. So honestly, right now, doing your best to help other people is more than enough. That's just my 2 cents.
Thanks, Kayla.
Thanks, Kayla.
Boy, is he okay?
Yeah, he smashed his hand in the door. I don't know where Todd is. I don't know. He's disappeared for the face of the earth.
That's so funny. My husband seems to disappear when things like that.
Where is he at? Oh man. Does anyone else have any input, thoughts? You know, so if we are going for this for the first month of May, then that is that's what we're looking at. So I always said that when we went to the next promotion, I wanted to be a strong executive team. And I feel like we're there. You know, I never wanted to push into a promotion, again, feeling like people weren't ready. And I feel like we are a strong executive team. I can look at, you know, our directors now, first, second, third gen, and know that, I mean, you guys are doing amazing things. Amazing. And I feel like, you know, this month is record breaking sales. And we go into next month and it's free for all and double free. You know, I love June. Our sales are usually always pretty high in June. You know, I look at July and I know that we can do July as well. And then there's only 1 month and we go into the fall, guys. And that's where everything that has come out of this, you know, COVID and stuff, I think that it's awesome because it's taken us in a time that we would normally be selling like fall, and we're doing it, you know, in the spring and summer, which is just amazing. And I know that as long as we continue to do what we're doing, we don't have to lose this momentum. You know, we don't have to backpedal. There are lots of other executive teams that have had this kind of momentum and they weren't in COVID-19. Okay, what we're experiencing now is a very natural progression of momentum and promotions and growing. And we're riding it, you know, and that's what I'm just going to encourage you guys. Don't put on the brakes. And that's where I have to say to myself is it is not fair to you all to not try to do this right now, even though the timing for me is crazy, but I didn't expect to be selling my house right now either. So, you know, it's just like sometimes things happen and they happen for a reason, and you can't hold back, you know. So as you guys are looking at your teams and the momentum and the things that are going, guys, ride that wave, ride it, and continue to push, because when you are in a season of growth, you have to continue to grow. And so there's going to be times in our businesses where we stall, or maybe we aren't in growth mode. But right now as an organization and your guys' teams, you guys are in growth mode. Okay. And when you're in growth mode, you go. And so that's where I just want you all to see that right now, that is where we're at, you know. So make sure you as leaders are doing the things that you need to continue growth mode, which means, you know, the trainings that I did like last week of asking your hosts, finding those people in your parties. You know, I shared that whole chart. I shared that training. Who are you talking with? Because your growth on your teams doesn't have to stop. It's just going to get better as long as you guys are continuing to recruit. Okay, it won't stop. So just keep that in mind from someone, you know, that has been, you know, on some roller coasters in the business of growth, that when you're in growth mode, you keep running. So is there anyone else that has anything else they want to say?
If you haven't watched that training, by the way, it's amazing. Go watch what Melody's talking about. And another one that I almost missed it, so I'm sure most people haven't seen it either. So did you guys see that we had 2 people who had record-breaking months last month, like personal sales over 60,000, right, Melody? It's all in Cami Cruz. They're going to be doing or posting a video with their top tips of what they did, you know, to hit that on the 21st. I believe it's going to be posted in Director Success. I don't know if there's a sign up for it or if it's just going to be live, but and Melody's probably already got most of those tips that she shared with us as well. But anyways, might be something to write on your calendar to check out. I'm definitely interested to just kind of hear what they have to say as well. But, you know,
I thought it was part of the director thing on the 21st. Am I wrong?
it might be. I saw that there was some, I registered for whatever that was on the 21st.
Me too. I thought it was all together, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, this was just something I saw in a comment on.
Yeah, in Director Success.
Right. So anyways, I hope that's great. And And I would just say Melody didn't start where she is like on day one. She didn't just wake up one day as a consultant and just know everything. You know, it's taken that first step. It's doing it scared and just trying it. So, and failing and then learning from your failure and moving on. So whatever step you're at right now in it, just keep going, keep trying. Don't give up. Don't give in. Keep going.
Yeah, because most of you all know where I came from with no one helping me and calling the Pampered Chef line if I had a question, you know, and reaching out to people that I didn't even know. So, you know, I'm able to have the success that I am not being trained properly from the beginning. So much of it is just your mindset, your determination, and your will in this business, you know, and you're going to fail. You will, but it's important to fail forward and not give up when you do fail. So, because I've had lots of those moments and I'll continue to, you know, that's life and that's the way that it is. But something that I've always decided in this business, that no matter what comes my way, I will not give up. And I am one party away from that rock star recruit, from 5 bookings, you know, on my calendar, you know, to so many things that can change your business. So when you have those moments of frustration and feeling down, you just keep pushing forward. So, yes, dear. I love your hand raising.
Am I unmuted?
Yes.
Okay. I just put this up on my wall this week, so I thought I'd read it to you guys. It says, "My heroes are the ones who survived doing it wrong, who made mistakes but recovered from them." So I try to remind myself of that when I screw up, because I screw up a lot. But, you know, it's always, you never fail unless you give up. And so if you are able to learn from your mistakes and move on, then that's not a failure, that's a success.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I love that. Love it. And be thinking, if you guys have any other suggestions for conference stuff, you know, be thinking about that and what you would like. So we're going to be looking kind of just at the breakdowns, the events that are going to be going on, and what we can do, you know, to get together, to have those Zoom type trainings and recognition stuff. So if you guys see, because I'm just going to be honest with you, I only have a small portion of time to be on director success. So if you guys happen to see something and go, oh, this is a really good idea that someone shared and maybe I missed it, I mean, put it on our director page, because there are chances, you know, with all of us seeing different things, then maybe we'll, you know, be able to come together with some ideas. But I have so many groups that is not one. I mean, every now and then I'll see stuff that's posted in there, but I do not go in that group every single day. So if you guys happen to see something, then shout it out, let us know so we can come up with some good ideas. So, all right, guys. Well, thank you. Thank you for all you do. Thank you for being you and awesome. I appreciate all of you so much. So,
Hey, Melody, I need a couple minutes after the call, please.
Okay.
Thank
No
you.
problem. Angela, let's do Messenger because it won't let me stop and record. I mean, it won't let me end call. It's going to keep. So I'll just call you.
Okay.
Okay.
Ah,
All right. Bye, ladies.
bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.